Today we are making the glue that ties our Thanksgiving dinner together. Homemade gravy. Just imagine pouring this all over your stuffing and your mashed potatoes and your turkey. Delicious. This recipe is one from Garten. She is one of my favorite Food Network chefs. If Ina makes it, it has to be good. For this recipe, the base ingredients are butter, onions, stock, salt and pepper, turkey drippings if you have them, which if you're making a turkey on Thanksgiving Day, you'll have drippings. But if you don't, stock alone will be fine, stock or broth. And then brandy or cognac, white wine, and heavy cream. You can, of course, leave out the brandy or cognac, the white wine, and the heavy cream. If you're worried about the alcohol in the brandy, don't be worried. The step when we add it allows time for the alcohol to cook off. But no worries if you want to leave it out. So I have my pan over here, and we're going to caramelize our onions. And so to do that, I have a 1/4 cup or 1 stick of butter. And we're going to turn our heat on to medium. And as the butter melts, we're going to chop up 1.5 cups worth of onions. So this recipe is going to make a somewhat chunky gravy because of the onion pieces, but they will be soft from us cooking them down. If you want smooth gravy, you can always let this cool and then run it through a blender or a food processor, or you can use an immersion blender to make it smooth. But there's going to be so much flavor that we're getting from these onions, so don't leave them out. If your butter is melting before you're done chopping your onions, you can always turn it down for now, which is exactly what I'm going to do. Just turn it down to low for now. So we have our onions, 1.5 cups worth, about 2 onions, in our pan with our 1 stick of butter, and I turned my heat back up to medium, and we want to caramelize these onions. So we are going to watch them and stir them until they become a nice golden brown. So whatever you do, don't walk away from your onions, because if they go too far and they burn, you're going to have bitter gravy, and we don't want that. The caramelization process brings out the sweetness in the onions, so we want a sweet gravy, not a bitter gravy. So this will take 10 to 15 minutes. Trust the process. Don't skip this step. Now, as our onions are caramelizing, I'm going to take 2 cups of turkey stock and heat it up in the microwave. Okay, as you can see, our onions are starting to get a little golden on the edges, and so I'm going to move on to the next step because I'm using a cast iron pan and we're going to keep the heat on, and I know that the onions are going to keep cooking, and so I don't want them to burn. I'm going to turn my heat down to medium-low. That's technically the temperature it was supposed to be, but here we are. We're going to sprinkle in a 1/4 cup of flour. And we used a 1/4 cup of butter, so we used a 1/4 cup of flour. And the flour is our thickener. And we're going to whisk it in for a minute or two. We want to fully incorporate the flour and let the flour flavor kind of cook out, because flour by itself doesn't taste great, and it definitely doesn't marry well with the flavor of our onions. So you cook that for a couple minutes, and then we add our salt and pepper. So we have a teaspoon of salt. As you may have noticed, I used unsalted butter for our onions, and that's just because I really want to be able to control the saltiness of the gravy. You can always add more salt, but you can't take it out. So there's our salt, and a 1/2 teaspoon of ground black pepper. Stir that on in. As you can see, our onions have continued to get darker, so that's why I added everything when I added the flour. Now is when you would add your cognac or your brandy if that's what you're using, but since I'm not, I'm skipping right to our heated up stock and pour it in slowly. And as you saw, the pan got very bubbly when we started to pour in our stock, so that's why we started adding it slowly. And whisk that in, give the bottom of a pan a nice scrape. The stock did what we call deglazing, and it helps you get all of that caramelized goodness that's stuck on the bottom of the pan unstuck. So now we keep our heat on medium-low, and we're just going to keep stirring until it thickens. And our gravy is going to thicken because of the flour. So I heated up my stock in the microwave. You can absolutely do it in a saucepan on the stove. And you can use whatever stock or broth you want. Homemade is always best. It tends to have more flavor than the store-bought. You can use vegetable stock if you want, beef stock, chicken stock. I just happen to have turkey stock because that's what's in the store right now since we're so close to Thanksgiving. And I was trying to get the most authentic flavor without actually using turkey stock. And the recipe calls for you to add in some of the turkey drippings. I'm going to turn this down to low, just so it keeps simmering but so that it's not out of control. Like I said, Ina's recipe says to include the turkey drippings with your stock. So if you're making this from your turkey on Thanksgiving Day, you don't have to strain the juice from the drippings that's left over in your turkey roaster. Include those. There's flavor in there. But if you don't have that, 2 cups of stock works in a pinch. So we're just going to let this simmer and keep it stirring for 4 or 5 minutes until it thickens. And you don't have to thicken it until it's the exact consistency you want of your gravy, just because as it cools, it's going to thicken even more. So as soon as you think it's getting close to the thickness you want for when you serve it, you can turn it off. Isn't it just a beautiful brown color? It's the perfect gravy color. And that comes a lot from partially our stock, but partially our butter that we caramelized our onions in. It got brown and nutty from cooking it, and then the caramelization of the onions themselves have that brown color. It's just gorgeous. Just imagine pouring this all over your stuffing and your mashed potatoes and your turkey. Delicious. Okay, I'm going to turn mine off. It's still a little loose, a little runnier, but like I said, it'll thicken as it cools. Now, this would be when you would add your white wine, a splash of white wine if you desire to use that. That just brings more flavor to your gravy. The recommendation would be to pick a white wine that you enjoy drinking. So a dry white wine that you enjoy drinking. You can add a splash of that if you so desire. And now would also be the time when you would add a splash of heavy cream. Again, it's optional. It'll add more richness to your gravy. We already have a lot of richness from the butter we used to caramelize our onions in, but it's up to you. Give it a taste and see if you want that extra richness and add it if you so desire. So mine has cooled a little bit and it's thickened, as I can see it's thickened as I am stirring it around. So I want to give it a taste test to see if I need to add any more salt or pepper. Oh, that is nice. The nuttiness from the caramelized onions is such a rich flavor, and it's going to taste so good on the entire Thanksgiving dinner. Wow. I just have to get I'm going to give it another taste test because it's delicious. I want to make sure I have enough salt in there. Yes, definitely enough salt. I'm glad I used unsalted butter, so I would recommend unsalted butter to caramelize your onions in. And then if I had heavy cream, I would add a splash of heavy cream. You definitely go ahead and eat this like a French onion soup. Not the healthiest, but it would be so delicious. You can just thin it out with a little bit more stock. Again, it's not smooth like I normally have gravy, but the onions are soft, and so I think it would just add some texture to your dinner. If you want it smooth, like I said, either take an immersion blender to this and blend it until it's smooth, or let it cool. If you have time, let it cool and then toss it in your blender and blend it until it's smooth, or in your food processor, and it'll be a thick, smooth consistency. If it's too thick, you can thin it out with a little bit more stock or broth. But if you are okay with this texture of the onions in there, you're good to go. Let me let you guys get a close-up of this. It's got a little bit of an orange tint to it. It's a lot more brown in real life. There's your gravy, guys. Easy as that. Don't be intimidated. I can't wait to try this with my Thanksgiving dinner. Give it a try. Let me know how you like it. If you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you want to see more videos, subscribe to the channel and hit that bell so you know when I drop the next video. And guys, go get yourself some gravy. Pour it on everything. Happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for watching.